What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. I'm glad that you could join me this evening. I am your host, Ed Honcho. It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to get to chop it up with you guys each and every evening. I hope that tonight life finds you in good spirits. I hope that everything that you want in the world is coming to your front door. And I hope the stuff that you don't want isn't coming to your front door. That'd be terrible. That's bad. We're going to talk about tonight the limits of loyalty. I think that can cover a lot of things. And so we're going to get on that. And, it's kind of Friday night. It's not necessarily a free range Friday. It's almost every day in the den is kind of free range because, it's kind of whatever you want. We generally have a main topic, but, if there's something else on your mind that you want to speak about, let's talk about it. Let's see who we have joining us this evening, and then we're going to get to some conversation. All right. I see INF Storm, what's the motherfucking deal? Kate Grace, what's the motherfucking deal? Empress Yaya, Brenda Williams, Sweetberry, 32. Where's Sweetberry 31? Where's the first 30-something Sweetberries? I bet they didn't steal pistachios. Jess Sarah, what's the motherfucking deal? Always good to see Jess Sarah. Tears of Joy Face. Culture, what's the motherfucking deal, man? How you doing this evening? And Tulio came back to join us again. All right, okay. Survived the first day and he came back again. Shout out to Antulio, man. I hope I ain't fucking your name up. Maybe I'm not putting the accents in the right place. Sticky Northside, what's the deal, brother? Heidi, what's the motherfucking deal? Only one lie. What's the motherfucking deal? And let's see. Ronald Isley, howdy doody to you. Again, like I said, I hope everybody's doing good, man. I hope everybody's doing good. We're going to talk about something. I don't know. We might talk about it tomorrow. I'm gonna throw the term out there, and I want to know what y'all think about it. I'll give you some time. You guys some time to look into it. Unless something major happens, I want to talk about it's a term. Some people may call it pseudoscience or whatever you want to call it. Epigenetics. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. So jot that down on your look. This is what we're going to have to start doing. I keep a notepad. Den folk, I'm gonna start selling den notepads. So everybody has the same notepad. We all take our notes and we just talk about some off the wall ass shit. G-Man Kondo, what's the motherfucking deal? And so, we can take notes that way. We jot things down that are on our mind. So if we forget our thoughts, we can always recall them. But I have the early birds. I will be distributing your early bird pistachios as the stream goes along. There's the fuzzy hair on the microphone. Some cat has snuck into the house and rubbed their ass on the microphone. Might have been Scotty. It looks like a Scotty hair. Scotty has little fuzzy white hairs. Anyway, yes, epigenetics, epipens, whatever you want to call them. They have nothing to do with each other. But yeah, we'll never leave the Popeyes. I just saw the thing they posted. They're talking about the Popeye sandwich has 33 chemicals, 40 ingredients. 33 of them are man-made chemicals. The Chick-fil-A sandwich has like 50 ingredients and like 35 of them are man-made chemicals. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Chick-fil-A has better chemicals. I mean, that's it. I mean, what else is there to figure out about that? But we're going to talk about that tomorrow, like I say. So for those of you who might not be familiar with it, maybe get a brief tutorial on it. And, let me know your thoughts on that. Do you believe it's real? Are you maybe hesitant to believe in that? But we'll get on that. And a good source for that is Bruce Lipton. Look up, maybe some Bruce Lipton videos. I can't remember if he has a website or not. But I think he's a good source. There's a couple other good ones out there too. But Ronald Lives, I'm gonna have to take all of your pistachios. Look, I saw a video of at Chick-fil-A. You know what they were doing? A bunch of black people went to Chick-fil-A And would you believe they were singing praises to the Lord? They were not fighting. They were not upset. They were praising the Lord's chicken. So let's talk about it, man. So when you talk about loyalty, the limits of loyalty, and what I'm saying is, if someone says that you're supposed to be loyal to them, are there different degrees of loyalty? I mean, there's loyalty in love, there's loyalty in friendship, there's loyalty to a sports team, loyalty to maybe a club, a group. Some people are loyal to Trump. Trump said something and it made me think about it, and I was like, you know what? And when he said it, it was like, it's absolutely fucking true. And I need to figure out how I can get some of this Trump loyalty. And what I mean by that is he said when he was running, he's like, I could go out in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody. And now I'm paraphrasing, but nobody would give a shit. And it's true. Well, some people, he could use the restroom like a normal human being. People say he's polluting the planet. Some people are just going to go livid over anything he does. But others, don't really give a shit. They're still going to support him. And so I was just thinking about that. Then I'm thinking about maybe, compared to that, what would it take for someone to lose, that loyalty? In a relationship, usually it's cheating, infidelity, something like that. But some relationships are built off of that. Some people have relationships where they're, open relationships. So that's not even a thing. So, what is loyalty in a situation like that? Family, where does loyalty lie? Is it unconditional love no matter what? I mean, if you have a child or two children and one kills the other, do you still have unconditional love for the child that's still alive? Are you still loyal to that child? If they were to get arrested, are you doing everything to keep them free? I mean, we can talk about families, crime families, and things like that. We know the extent of their loyalty is to death. You think about other families. I've seen, it makes me think of that scene. What's that scene in Blow, right? I think it was Blow, where the mom basically set him up. And the people came and got him. And, so you have both ends of the spectrum. Some people will hide you out. They'll go down with you. Some people will turn you in at the first opportunity that they have. Some people's loyalty lies with the money. Where's the money? Now you've seen these families. Like, since you look at some of these celebrity athletes, these athletes who make a little bit of money, and then people start coming out the woodworks. You get some fame. People who didn't fuck with you then, they start coming out of the woodworks when they see opportunity. When people see opportunity, that's not necessarily loyal. I guess that's being opportunistic. But when people change up, where's the loyalty lie? Talk briefly about love. Sports teams. How loyal are you to a sports team? Do you pick a team? Do you ride with them? If they're just terrible, do you abandon them? Do you say, what? Fuck these guys. I'm gonna find me a better team. Bandwagoners. They have a low limit of loyalty. Well, where LeBron goes is where I go, and that's I'm loyal to LeBron. Fuck the Cavaliers, fuck the Lakers, and fuck the Miami Heat. I'm a LeBron fan. I don't give a shit about them. And so you wonder where does it lie? Are you loyal if a situation came down to it? We've had people call in. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've heard this call, because I've heard more than one person say this. And I think it's usually female folk who say this. If a situation happened where, say, two people were dying, you had to choose one, that they would pick the one of the same race as them. Are you loyal to your race? Did you choose race over anything else? Is that a determining factor? How many of y'all remember that movie? It's a long movie. I'm terrible with movie references. It was a long time ago. The Good Son. I think with Macaulay Culkin, and I think Macaulay Culkin was like her actual son, and the other one I forgot where he came from. I don't know if it was a brother's son or whatever it was, but he was a good kid, but I guess he kept getting blamed for the shit Macaulay was doing. He just kept getting caught up in it, and then if you hadn't seen it, you're probably never going to watch it, so I'm going to ruin it for you. Otherwise, you can cover your ears for like 15 seconds. But when it came down to the end, she chose the son that wasn't her biological child over her biological child because, he was a fucking devil. You know what I mean? So biology? Do you choose, your bloodline over, you know, everything else? And so that's what I'm curious to know where your thoughts are. I'm curious to know where you feel. Oh God, I can't read Heidi's fucking messages. Kane murder was fake news. I give you an A minus on that one. Dan the man, how are you feeling today? I would love to know how you feel today. I want to know, do you feel like there's a weight off of your shoulders? Are you excited about what's to come next? I mean, just how are you feeling? If you get a chance to call in, I'd definitely like to hear it. If you want to put it in the chat, I'd definitely like to know. Shout out to Dan the man. Commitment and loyalty. I mean, loyalty to the service. So I'm just wondering, where does the loyalties lie? Maybe you may have a personal code for yourself. Hey, these are my standards. This is what's up. If you break this or you go past this, then you've lost my loyalty. Some people just don't give a fuck. Once you get it, it stays no matter what. They're forgiving. Do you stay loyal as long as it's beneficial to you, or do you jump ship? When is it sensible to stop being loyal? So these are just questions that I have, and I'd like to know your personal opinions. All right, man. Well, hey, man, like I said, if you're tired, don't even stress. Like I said, I'm just curious. Whenever you get the chance, I would definitely like to know. To see how you feeling. So, my thing is just, how committed are you to something? If a person saves your life, do you have to be loyal to them forever? Do you owe them forever? Or what if it's just a stranger? You don't even really know them. Do you owe them loyalty, or just thanks and gratitude and thoughts and prayers and move on? And again, I think in this day and age, again, we live in the gimme microwave generation. What have you done for me lately? Who's next? What's up next? Jump from click to click type situation, or whatever's most favorable for me. And that's why I wonder if loyalty is the same now as it was, maybe decades ago. Does the internet change things? Does social media change things? And the reason why I ask that is because we live in this day and age of cancel culture, and you could be a fan of someone and they say one thing, hey, God damn it, you're fucking canceled. I can't believe he said he didn't like applesauce. He's a piece of shit. We live in this day and age where everybody must agree with everything you fucking say. If not, then they're canceled. But nobody's ever really canceled, are they? So that's a whole different thing. They just put on like a temporary hiatus, I guess. Nobody's ever really canceled. But like I said, I just want to know, how you feel. Now, my personal feelings, I guess, this is something I haven't really spent a lot of time thinking about. But I guess there are levels to different things. There are certain people in my life that I will be committed to the day I die. There's certain people that I have grown up with, very, very few. Again, like I said, probably people that from my past that I still rock with right now. Just one consistent. I guess I'm not really consistent with everybody. I have certain friends that not talk to you for a couple of months. You call me up, it's like nothing. It's like we talked yesterday, like we were just hanging out. Those are the good kind of friends to have. And then you have those kind of friends. You didn't call me in 3 hours. You're a piece of shit. You got some of those needy, weird friends. Those friends are kind of weird. I got a question. Y'all wanna mix a crew tonight? I'll put a poll up later. We'll see if we might do a mixer crew tonight. I just thought about it. So like I say, there's certain people that I have been through things in my younger days. Probably not the best activities, but they had my back, I had their back, and it were dangerous situations. Fortunately, we prevail, most of us, and you have an affinity for that. But there's a lot of people who've been in situations like that where people that person just happened to be there and likes getting into shit, but they don't have your best interest in mind. So,
Denstron donated $5. One of the most abused words in human language is friend. But everyone's different.
is the German voice still? I forgot to. I got to put the headphones on, but I agree. And I think I use the term friend. I use it sparingly, because and maybe I don't know. Maybe I've altered my definition. Let me explain what I mean by that. Because I used to say friend real sparingly. I have associates, I have acquaintances. I don't really have friends, right? But now it's to the point that people I call friends are like family to me. They're people, like I say, I go to bat for. I'll give my all for. Everything I got. Let's make it happen. Whatever I can do, let's make it shake. Whatever I can do to put you in a better position, or whatever we need to do to solve a situation. So I call them people more like family. I mean, you can't choose your biological, but hey, if we're in a day and age where I can identify as anything I want to, I can identify non-bloodline people as family. So I can identify. I can do what the fuck I want to. I guess that's the new rule, right? But I agree. I was very cautious with the term friend. Now, I guess I use it maybe a little bit more loosely than I used to, but they're. I mean, I guess they're kind of interchangeable at this point. And that's interesting too. That's something I want to talk. That might be something we talk about in the future. Making friends as an older individual, that's a very interesting thing. Broderick, what's the motherfucking deal? So my thing is, so you had a mixer game that records. All right, sounds good. So, yeah, I'm telling you, man up, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Yeah, man, here's the deal. I'm telling you, you gotta guard your nuts anytime Sweet Berry's in the room, because she will, look, you leave your nuts open, she reaching for them. She just, just leave your bag open, she's trying to get in your nut bag. Yeah, I did that deliberately. But here's my thing. So, like I said, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your feelings about loyalty. Is it the same in this day and age? Are we just seeing so many stories of betrayal that we think it's not the same? I mean, are there personal experiences of loyalty or maybe disloyalty that you have that you can think of? Think about disloyalty. You know what I think about a lot. I think the first thing that comes to mind, I don't know why I'm making so many bad movie references today, but when I think of disloyalty, I think of Paid in Full. And Cameron's character, he was a fucking snake. Fucking snake, man. But, it's just like you have those kind of people in your circle. Alpo, that's what it is. Yeah, I forget. I'm telling you, I'm bad with names. I'm bad with recalling characters. I put the wrong people in the wrong movies. It's like, 'cause I watch movies, but I guess I don't download the information. I'm like, okay, that's that character. All I need to know is I need to know this person for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, and after that, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Man, people love him. But here's the thing. Here's something I want to talk about real quick, and I think I've mentioned this in here before. And then we're gonna open up the line. Like I said, I ain't gonna talk too much today. But I appreciate the love too, Dan, man. Scarface. I've talked about that. Scarface was a real piece of shit, but niggas love Scarface was a trash individual. He was a trash dude, right? But niggas love Scarface. They love the come up from that. He was a scumbag. Yeah, I guess he had his little code of, I ain't gonna kill no fucking kids. Throw you nothing with the fucking kids. The motherfucker's doing fucking piles of cocaine. He didn't do what he was asked to do. Like, he was a real scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trash. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, but people loved him. He took out all those guys at the end. Well, if he would have took out the guy he was supposed to, he wouldn't have to do all that. So he kind of, I don't want to say he broke the code. He had his own personal code, but again, they said they were calling a favor from him, and he didn't do his business. I'm talking about how he did. What's his name? Manolo. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he did a bunch of very questionable things, man. And he wasn't the up and up guy. Who was it? Frank that put him on, and he basically went and made some deals behind Frank's back, right? Then cut him out the scene, And so that's my thing, man. Yeah, and that's the thing. But Manolo was I think he was in love with the little shit. I don't think he was just trying to do her bad or whatever, But still your homeboy, man. Don't fuck him off like that. So like I say, he. Yeah, and so I mean, he had some whole acidness about him. I get the entrepreneurial spirit that he possessed. But didn't Frank have to try to? I'd like to say it's been a while so much, but didn't Frank try to have a murder after he tried to finesse the deal though? Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't. He was cool initially, right? But then after the deal was fucked over, it is what it is. Try to take him on a helicopter ride. Sosa was a man, but anyway, that's what I'm just saying. But to me, Scarface was a whole ass dude, man. Like, not the rapper. Honcho talking about Scarface, the rapper on my block. No, I'm not talking about Scarface. Scarface is a legend. But Scarface, the movie, was terrible. It's a terrible message, and every rapper wanted to be fucking Scarface. And that's why you can't trust these goddamn rappers. Belly was a great movie. Belly is a very interesting movie when you talk about loyalty. What was it? Wise and Tommy. Now, Belly was one of my favorite fucking movies. Belly was a great movie. That intro scene, to me, was probably one of the best movie openings of all time. I don't know why. I just thought it was great. This is the great, yeah, with the popcorn and shit. You feel attacked? What's going on, Josh? What you mean, man? Who attacking you, man? Let me know. Let me know what I gotta do. Who I gotta handle up on for attacking Josh? Rashida attacking you? My eyes on you, Rashida. Honestly, look, man. Look, I turned my back. I got pimped out. Ain't that a bitch? We're talking about loyalty. Terrible. But let's talk about it, man. Let me get ready here. Give me a second. Let me open up the line, and let's have some good conversation this evening. And then, like I said, we'll have some mixer crew tonight. I don't know. I finished Outer Worlds, so I don't know what to play. I never played Borderlands. Let me look into that. See what else. I downloaded some shit, but I don't really plan to do a lot of gaming at the moment. But I figured, fuck it, why not tonight? But like I said, we can talk about different things. Maybe what is the most outrageous form of loyalty you've ever seen? You can talk about who was it? Who was that chick, that rapper chick that just got out, and she made a big hubbub about when she was locked up, a bunch of women who had taken cases for their dudes or something, or they had got arrested too or whatever. But the thing about that was funny because somebody was talking about, it's really interesting. I think Killer Calion was saying it. It's like funny that, you be with these dudes and you love it when you get in the bags and you're going on the trips and you're doing all this other shit. But then when you get caught up in the mix and you get caught up in the shit too, then now they're scumbags, now they're trash, now they're this, now they're that. But it wasn't a problem when you were enjoying the life. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
No, it's Belle.
Miss Belle, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. I think loyalty has different levels. And what I mean by that is that you get your ride or die people, your gal pals or your guy friends that you're going to go the distance with. But then there's like the kids that you grew up with. There's that certain loyalty that you have, but there's definitely I want to say maybe a warranty on it. And it definitely does expire after a certain amount of time. But one of the bigger loyalties is probably like when you've got your gal pal friends, and then one or two of them get boyfriends and they get married, and the change of dynamics between the friendship changes that loyalty too. You know, because when you're with your partner, you choose your partner and you kind of walk away from your friends a little bit in order to do that. It's not always right, but it's a natural progression of a relationship. But I think that loyalty is individual. And I think unconditional is the feeling about it, and loving somebody unconditionally is the feeling about it, but it has nothing to do with the loyalty. They're two separate issues. Because you can be loyal to a job that is not always loyal back to you because of the fact that you need a paycheck or because of what you're getting from it, but it doesn't always mean it always serves you.
Correct.
So, I don't know. I think that people don't, I wouldn't say they don't stay as loyal, but like you said, that cancel culture has a big effect on relationships these days. Because I can't say specifically, but I see from different things that people are willing to just cancel shit out just because it's like, I'm done, you know, and that's their answer, and it's not always, I can't say it's always a good answer.
So would you say that people are like that now because of all the options that are presented, so they just figure, well, fuck being loyal to this, or it could be the relationship, it could be friends, it could be whatever. You know, there's always a better option because you see all this stuff being posted on social media and television and everything. Do you think that's why people are less likely to stay committed? Because you mean, think about back in the day when you didn't see all these things, or even way back, I guess you would say in the pioneering days, you didn't have no fucking choice but to stay together. But with all the options that are presented now, do you think that makes people less likely to stick to something or someone?
Honestly, I think it depends on the person. And I think if it's one of the things that affects it is if they have what's better out there syndrome. You know, the grass is greener on the other side, or, oh, there's a prettier girl, or there's a, you know, a cooler guy, or, you know, he's got more money, or he's or she's better looking, or, you know, trying to up whatever they already have in their basket by looking for what's next and what's better is part of some of that. I see a lot happening today. You know, they're not always loving the one they're with. They're looking for the next score.
What do they call it? Monkey branching?
I never heard that term, but it's pretty accurate. I could definitely relate to that. Yeah, because they think that they're upping their game and they're doing better, but the reality of it is they might have lost out on something that could have been more than what they had on the other side of that coin, you know?
I agree.
So that's kind of where I sit with the loyalty thing. I mean, I've got some real ride or die friends that I've had for, most of mine go back 30 years or more. And I would say some of them I would do anything for, and some of them I would just have to support but not get involved with.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make me disloyal to them. It just means I'm not going to jump up and be right up into that all because, you know, on strength of that we were childhood friends, you know. And that's a question too. It's like, how much do we put into why loyalty is important as far as relationships go? Because it's totally different with the workforce, or, I mean, if you're military, or if you're a government person, or you work for the police department or fire department. I mean, those kind of loyalties, those are long-term loyalties. And that's totally different than a relationship, even though in some ways it is a relationship and connections. So, I don't know. It's kind of a broad topic, but there's all sorts of different pieces of being loyal. Or, that's about all I have.
Okay.
It's been a late night. It's Friday. I took some sinus medicine, so I might even be crashing out early tonight.
Okay, well, if you're not feeling too hot, well, I hope you get to feeling better.
Thanks.
But I appreciate you getting the call jumped off. I'm gonna have to manually insert the pistachios. I didn't have the bot open, so I apologize to anybody who was out there trying to get their pimp on and we're pimpless, but it should be up now. Like I said, I apologize about that.
No, that'll work.
Okay, but yeah, well, I appreciate the call.
No, like I said, I think that it's a good topic. It's just that it kind of is such a broad topic that you could say just about almost anything, when it comes to loyalty. And I think that there's a difference between duty and loyalty. Mm. I have duty to my family, but they haven't always been loyal to me. Mm. And so that's just a different reference that I'm looking at. Somebody else might come up with something even better tonight. But there's my word for the night, and y'all get started and have a great night.
All right, you too, Miss Bell. I appreciate you calling and getting the party started. The class is in session. The bell has rung.
Absolutely. Good night.
Good night. You have a good evening. Okay, my chat had froze, so I apologize if anybody was saying anything. I was trying to get the mustachio game up. All right. I don't know, man. Certain people, and that's the thing. You have to have. All right, let me go back to the top and start giving this out. Okay, I gave some of y'all manually, and some of y'all I'm just gonna copy and paste and re-put this in the damn dilly dally. But yeah, that's what I think. I think there are levels. And I wanted to kind of deliberately keep it broad because, like I say, so that way people may relate to this in different forms. Some people may not have had certain experiences. The job thing is definitely a situation I had. I remember, like I say, working for a gig, and I pulled a 24-hour shift one time. I would just, I think I worked for a minute, didn't ever have a day off. The one time they finally gave me a day off, like scheduled a day off, they ended up still calling me in because everything was going to shit. And, it's just like, then at the first term, because like I said, they had some things happened. The guy who was running the fucking warehouse, he was stealing barbecue pits. That shit reminds me of Friday so much because the dude was a fucking dickhead. The dude was a fucking asshole, man. And turns out he was stealing fucking barbecue pits. Like fucking shitty ass barbecue pits. So he gets fired for that. They put this other guy there, because it was two companies that kind of had to work together. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not the most sociable person. I definitely was hard to get along with, but the thing about me is that I was by far away the best with my job. My numbers proved it. That was the beautiful thing about it. Like the fucking numbers proved it. You had to turn in numbers every day, and I shitted on everybody. Even when people didn't show up, I did my job, their job, and still put out better numbers than when they would be there on their own. But the first chance they got, they can because the dude who got moved up into the position, he didn't like me, and so it is what it is. So fuck him. Oh, the link. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we... fucking Heidi, I hate you. But, what's the motherfucking deal? Who we got called into the den this evening?
Hello, this is Rashida.
Rashida, this is... No, Rashida, I haven't heard this voice in some time. I thought you abandoned us.
Maybe if you answer your phone, you were here.
See, people be trying to...
Call and you be hold. I was just on hold and had Miss Bell had to hang up and call back.
I don't know if I believe all that. I hear you talking.
And then the other days, I've been trying to call in, couldn't get through. I was on hold one day for damn near an hour. It still didn't get through. So I would appreciate if you would take me off your block list. It's obvious you got me blocked.
But see that now you put yourself because if you was blocked, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. So ha.
No, you obviously unblocked me.
Okay, Lil Wardy. I would never do such.
You know what? I'm gonna give me another number. That's what I'm gonna do and start calling you. But you got both of my numbers blocked, I think.
No, I would never do such a thing. Hold on, you got two phones? You like Kevin Gates over there?
Stay out my biz.
Oh, excuse me, pardon me.
How you doing, Honcho?
I'm doing very well, Miss Rashida. Life is good. How are you?
I'm good. How are Miss Honcho and the baby doing?
All good. Everything is dandy. Everything is dandy.
Yeah. Wait, wait. I thought I was gonna have the weekend free. These knuckleheads end up coming over here. Lord.
Knuckleheads. Well, which knuckleheads do you speak of?
My nephew.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
don't want to be talking too loud. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? They might hear.
they gonna come in there and take your phone. They gonna be like, oh yeah, you been telling people about taking that phone. We gonna take the phone. So what's on your mind, Miss Rashid? I know so it's been a few topics that you may have missed. So if you want to discuss any of those, or if you have any thoughts on loyalty or whatever on your mind, what do you feel like talking about tonight?
I really wanted to talk about this YouTube shit, but I started on the loyalty first. You know, the YouTube with the kids changing everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's some shit right there, but I'll get back to that. I want to talk about the loyalty for a minute. And hey, Miss Grace, I saw you speaking. What's up? I think I'm a pretty loyal person until you cross me. When you cross me, you lost me.
Okay, hold up, freestyle queen. Cross me, lost me. Okay. So what does somebody have to do to cross you?
Um.
Or does it matter on the situation?
Okay, like if I got your back, you had my back. Don't be going behind me, talking about me or saying stuff you couldn't say to me, you know. Or like if I get into it with somebody, then you talking about you. It ain't got nothing to do with you, and you know, just play in the middle. I don't like people that play the middle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If I got beef, we got beef, goddamn.
Okay.
If you a real person, friend, and I feel you that person really did something.
So you feel like if you're enemies with somebody, your friend should also be enemies with that person.
Depends on how petty the situation is.
Okay.
For the most part, if like suppose my friend, I met that person through my friend, and my friend stopped being, depending on what the situation is, get into it with them. I'm not gonna be all in their face because they gonna be talking about her to me, and I ain't trying to hear that.
Okay,
and then you want to come back and tell me what they said. You know, I'm not with all that.
Yeah, so, because if you're there and you listen and you got all that what they said, but what did you say? You was there too, so the conversation had to be. Conversations are back and forth, so that is interesting.
Why they feel so comfortable talking to you about me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see. Here's the. I put the link in there. I don't know. I'll put it back in here again. If that doesn't work, I can send another one or a different one. Okay.
And I'm loyal to my sports teams and everything. Go Bears and Bulls and all that. And
I don't know. I thought didn't you say you was a Cowboys fan or something like that?
I just be taught. I just be taught.
Okay. I thought I could have swore you had sent me a picture. You had a Tom Brady jersey on. I can't remember though. I'm trying
I would burn this shit already. I hate Tom Brady.
Why you hate Tom Brady?
Look, I'm a Bears fan. We don't need a reason. My team told me we hate them, and that's what it is. I don't even know why I hate the Packers, but I do. I don't ask no questions.
Okay. That's loyal right there. Don't ask no questions. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of traders in Chicago. You know what I mean? They live here and everything, make money here, then talk about they a fan of the Packers or they a fan of wherever. So you need to take your ass and go live there.
Man, there's a lot of that in Houston too. It's a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff in Houston. A lot of odd fandom associations, like some stuff I just don't like. How do you live here? I remember when I was working somewhere and somebody dude told me he was a St. Louis fan. I'm like, there's no way you're a St. Louis fan. There's no way you're originally from Houston and you just a St. Louis fan. Like you jumped on that bandwagon when they was the greatest show on turf. Like you were not a loyal St. Louis fan. Like I know that for a fact. So
it's a lot of do as people. You know what I mean? Because I have a member of my family. I don't want to say who it is. My brother, and he's a Patriots fan.
So you can't trust a Patriots fan that's not from New England.
Wait a minute now. See, he a Patriot fan. Then all of a sudden, his other friends, want to follow suit. Now they Patriot fans, and this shit been going on for years. I'm like, how y'all become Patriot fans? And I know for a fact that me and y'all was talking about how we Bears fans. He jumped ship a couple of years ago, claiming he for the Patriots and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to root for a winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of loyalty to root for people that's losing. To see a half face in it. Cause man, when the Bears be losing, boy, people be talking shit. Woo.
I mean, well, part of the problem is y'all got that trash can at quarterback. See, y'all as a fan base should be so upset because y'all had like the shot to get not one but two of currently the better quarterbacks in the league, young quarterbacks in the league, and y'all skipped over both of them to. I'm gonna check right here in just a second, Miss Marie Levin. And y'all went and got that trash can at quarterback. Y'all went and got Mitchell Trubisky. That's awful. That's a terrible thing. A terrible.
Hey, I like the Seahawks. That's the same. What's his name?
Whoa! Let's see. Hold on. This is what we're not going to do. Okay. This is what we're not going to do. I don't even. But no. But this is what I'm saying. I don't even like Russell Wilson like that. But we're not gonna call him Sierra's husband. All right. He saved Sierra's career. He had to buy her motherfucking masters because apparently her career wasn't doing too hot. Did she just drop an album that went plastic?
You know why I said Sierra's husband? Because I couldn't remember his name. Because I'm not. Okay, let me break it down to you. Like I'm a football person, but I'm not like a football person. So I'm more of a like Sierra fan. So that's what I said. It wasn't meant out of no disrespect.
Let me see. You a Sierra fan. You like because you like that ride video.
We're talking about football. What the hell wrong with that dude? Hit that guy with that damn helmet on his head.
Oh man, you know what? Miles Garrett. And so I went back and watched it after Trill called in to Sauce today.
Because it happened so fast. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to watch it on the phone. I had to bring that shit up on my computer so I could see that shit big. Because that's just some straight ghetto shit. Like,
but you know what? Again, like I said, I went back and watched it after Trill called in. Because like I said, I was in the stream when I watched it yesterday. And honestly, like Trilla said, run up to get done up because old buddy was on the ground. You already got two of your linemen holding him back. Then you ran towards the man with the helmet in his hand, hoping that you was going to get a free shot. You got a free shot, all right. And it just didn't go the way you wanted to. So he really ran into danger. That's like, motherfuckers be fighting or a brawl happened or something, and you go running towards the fight and you get your ass knocked out. Well, that's your own damn fault. You should have probably stayed back. So like I said, after watching it again and kind of seeing a little bit more of it, yeah, he should have just chilled. He wouldn't have had an issue. He could have avoided that. It's he definitely went into the fray and got put out of his way.
Okay, he snatched his helmet. The guy ran up on him.
Yeah, after he snatched his helmet, he got up and then ran up on him because his two linemen were holding him back. So then the quarterback ran up on Miles Garrett. So
okay. I'm gonna have to review that. That was some shit right there. I ain't never seen nothing like that in the NFL, and I've seen a lot of shit. But that right there was it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was gonna go down in history.
Yeah, that was very interesting. But it is what it is. I mean, you got to understand, and this is why I say you can't be surprised. You got grown men throwing their bodies at each other all game long, and then one guy gets special treatment. Well, two people on the field get extra special treatment, and you got to do extra shit. You got to put your body in harm just to make a play on these people. Certain things are going to get frustrating. Certain things are going to get annoying. There's going to be emotions, tensions, running high. It's like a bunch of small little battles every few seconds. It's going to create tension, and eventually this shit is going to happen. It's just going to happen. I'm not excusing it. I'm not forgiving it. You should control yourself. But yeah, these things are going to take place. But the loyalty should have been they should be protecting their teammates.
Guys, who kicked somebody in the dick and grab their dick? What the hell going on in the NFL? What is he talking about?
Yeah, I didn't see all that part. Like I say, I got a beer and laundry. There is a beer and laundry. There's a I forgot what it was called. The Beerateria, Washaberia. Yeah, there's a place I've seen. It was a beer and fucking like, I don't know if it was a bar. I never went in there, but it was like called a Washaberia, and it was a beer / laundromat. It was a couple of years back. That's crazy.
Let me move on, because I know I'm probably past my 10 minutes. I just want to talk about the kids in the YouTube thing. Yeah, the FCC banned the YouTube for the child having a child content on here.
Yeah, because they basically said,
I'm trying to figure out why all of a sudden. Because YouTube this is child friendly, like when they just ask or just
a
lot of money.
It's a lot of things. I think there's also some political motivations possibly behind it, but in the end, everybody loses. And so with YouTube being a part of Google, and Google sitting there saying, hey, fuck everybody, we can do what we want to, and all these other big tech social media places. I had to examine my zipper.
But that's really a lot of people that have family channels,
Yeah, they are often to be wiped out.
Because
they were making a killing, and they've had a couple of hits to those family channels already. Because it was some of them family channels with little kids doing gymnastics and shit. They got in a bunch of trouble.
Right, and they got kids that be eating, got eating channels. They have to shut that shit down because they ain't gonna make no money.
Yeah, no, you can't put comments on them now. You can't. I don't think they'll be able to run ads on the children's channels anymore. Like, it's gonna be very interesting in the next few days, few weeks to see how shit changes as far as YouTube operates. So we'll definitely see how that works.
They had been disabling people comment because some people would think it's some rude stuff for them kids. And stuff.
It was some wild. A lot of perverts on this shit.
Exactly. Some of that stuff people brought on themselves, and also you don't really want your kids communicating with adults.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think that part was good, and then people using YouTube to try to talk to your kids and stuff, offline and everything, and getting information and things like that. I thought that part was good.
Yeah, man, that's why I say, I don't even know how they do that. It's that they using that fucking TikTok shit now. I mean, they using all this weird ass shit. Like, again, I don't understand what goes. I guess if you don't function that way, it's hard to fathom what goes through the mind of a person like that. Like, you really have to strategize how to do these things, and people really find a way. I don't know if there's like a where they share ideas somewhere, forums or something. Like, it's like, how do these motherfuckers come together and just really have a system for a lot of this perverted shit that they do?
donated $2 für Super Chat. Marie is folding Klotz inside out kids mit Gesicht mit Freudentränen, Gesicht mit Freudentränen.
Like, you're up 160 million. Like,
yeah. So now they just gonna pass the buck on to the creators.
YouTube got to recover that money some kind of way.
Yeah, that's what they say. They just gonna pass the buck along. Look, they ain't finna take that L. They gonna pass along to the creators. See, and it's a lot of things that have been going on with the tube. It is what it is, and I've been seeing it from a mile away. But it's partly on me to step up my game and do some different things. But because they're really promoting a lot of, which is stupid. Because the reason people come to these YouTubes, the reason people come to these things is because they want to get away from traditional television. But YouTube is propping up these celebrities who just started making YouTube channels. They're propping up these late night shows. You know, they give these shit special boosts and they feature them, even though they may not even get as many views as somebody else who's really, you know, organically doing it. But they prop all these other things up because that makes them money. That's safe content that they can put ads on, that they can make money from, and stuff like that. And then some of these places are also paying them to do it, so they make money that way. But, and again, like I say, when you do that shit, you're basically becoming like a cable channel. You know, they got the YouTube feature and stuff. You becoming a premium fucking cable channel. You know. What
do you want? What do you want, Professor Trill? Because you really been trying to put my name in some bullshit, and I don't appreciate it.
And we have German tears of joy.
It's certain people I just don't like. You keep saying like me and Tashala got some beef. I ain't got no beef with her. And like I told you, me and her had words that one day, and then she had words with a couple other ladies the next day, and I ain't really seen her since. So those are people that got beef with, and not me. And I had already told you that.
Huh? Let them know.
So write it down this time so you don't forget. Every time some shit go on, people want to bring my name into some shit, and I ain't got shit to do with it. I just want to sit back and laugh like everybody else.
Huh? Let them know.
Right.
That's funny.
Now, if I want to get into some shit, I put myself into some shit. I don't need nobody else to bring me into no shit.
Hello, Holly. What's the motherfucking deal? Y'all over there talking about that beer place. That I'm telling you, I didn't know how it worked. I was always interested. I just never went into that bitch. Like, you know, why would you closing beer? I guess, you know, because you got to wait for your laundry to get done, so you might as well, I guess, get drunk. But it seems like it seems like it starts off like a good idea, but by the time you get them motherfuckers out the dryer, it's gonna be shitty faced.
He wants to see shit kicked off. He's an instigator. Him and Honcho, they like to instigate shit.
Well, I didn't even do nothing. See, now my name getting.
I know you ain't do nothing. I want to make sure you were listening.
Oh, okay. Okay, little Wardy.
Miss Grace, that was a trio that deleted your message.
Okay. All right. Was there anything else that you would like to speak on, Miss Rashida?
No, sir. That's about it. I know other people calling. I should let their ass stay on the line, but I ain't rude like that.
Oh, okay. Well, because you are such a kind and gentle, sweet soul, I know you would never do such a thing.
I want to say something. So I want to apologize to her because I was rough on her when she first got here. But I ended up actually liking this Ashley.
Okay. See, look, we all friends in the den.
The day when she called in, she called me rude and she called me a bitch. I gave you a lot of respect for that. She's like, Rashida, you a rude bitch. I was like,
oh, the voice. Oh man. Okay. Oh man, that's rough. That's what's up. Well, I'm glad that y'all could.
I just be on here kids. You know I ain't got no problem with him. He talk shit, instigate shit. We all good in the den. We a dysfunctional family.
Yes, we're all friends in the den. We're one dysfunctional family. Well, that's a bad Miss Rashida. We're gonna catch another couple of, but it's good to hear from you. I know it had been a minute. I know you was trying to get in, and I'm glad that you were able to get in tonight and share your thoughts.
Well, do I get pistachios for them other calls I attempted to make, but I had nothing to get to?
Let me see what I can do. I ain't gonna put it on the screen. Let me see what I can do. People might get jealous. Let me tap into that account and see what we got going.
You can always give it to me after the show so people don't see. I don't mind behind the scenes pistachios.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Okay. Let me see Rashida Reed. Let me pull you up real quick. Wait, yeah, like that right there. I got you, mama.
Well, that's where I be Broderick, I spoke to your ass and you ain't speak back. Don't let this shit happen again.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Hey, to everybody else I didn't speak to. Only we did, y'all know. What is prepaid? There you go, Broderick.
It's Friday night.
There you go.
Friday night is this date night for prepaid.
Oh, okay. He just finna get drunk and talk shit.
That's why I can't read the chat. You read the chat. It's y'all be up to some shenanigans in the chat. I fucks with y'all, man. Y'all make it tough. All right, okay. Well, that's a bad miss, Rashid.
What the other Kenneth? I like him.
New Kenneth?
The gay Kenneth.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all be out there hating on my boy Kenneth, man.
No, I don't. I voted for him against Trill. So you know. You know that was.
Yeah. I like new Kenneth better than I like old Kenneth.
I love y'all too. Well, some of y'all, the ones I don't like, I still don't like y'all, but everybody else, you know, it's all love. All right, Honcho.
All right, Miss Rashid. I appreciate you calling in. You have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Dan. Man, what's the plan? What's the motherfucking deal, Dan? What's on your mind, man?
Oh, man, I was just calling in. I know you want to talk to me a little bit about basically, you know, my thoughts on loyalty in general and the whole military thing being basically over in 2 days. I mean, I'm out now because my last official day is Sunday, and I'm not coming into work Monday. Well, I mean, it ain't going to be my work in about 2 days, so yeah, I'm done, man. And loyalty, good Lord. I don't know where to start with loyalty, man. I don't know where to start.
Do you think it's changed as a society? Do you think loyalty is less appreciated now than it may have been, say, 10, 15 years ago?
Absolutely. Without a doubt. I mean, look how loyal people are towards their relationships. I mean, the terms side chick and side dude are somewhat of a commonplace occurrence now. That says a lot about how much this shit is degraded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just people who claim they love each other, you know, and all this other stuff, you know. I think it's really went to shit, and I've seen many examples, and not just with the military. I know there's a gentleman in the chat, Antolino, I believe. I'll probably mispronounce his name. I apologize, but I think he was in the Army and Marines like a while ago before I joined in 2012. I did about 8 years myself. And it sounds like people were way more loyal in the military back then. But nowadays, man, some of the shit I've seen, bro, it's just not even just like being loyal to your crew and like your work center or your squadron. People doing all types of shit just to get a promotion or a pat on the back from their higher ups. And that's not just in the military. That's in the civilian world too. And I'm about to find that out in a little bit. And I'm ready for it because I don't trust anyone anymore, man, and that includes a lot of my family. I was very naive when I was younger. When I first joined the military, first went to college, and I paid the price for that. I learned very hard lessons, and one example. I mean, I've been cheated on like 3-4 times, bro. And that's me being stupid. Yeah, oh yeah. I had Jody, and if you're in the military, if you don't know who Jody is, I'm explaining it to people. Jody is that dude, or sometimes it's female, who comes knocking the minute you get on the boat or you get on the plane to wherever you got to be for the next 9-10 months, a year, however long your deployment is or whatever. That's dude knocking the boots off your chick. Yeah, that's old school knocking boots, you know. And you come back, everything's lovey-dovey, and all this other shit. That happened to me with the one chick I was messing with. My first deployment, I was gone for like 7 months. I come back, you know, she didn't want to talk to me no more, all this other shit. And I was like, what the fuck? But she took money from me while I was on deployment, and that's just one thing. And it's just, bro, I remember this other situation. This happened in college. So I joined this fraternity, right? And, you know, I went through so much shit to getting good with these guys. I got hazed to hell, all this other shit. for like good 2-3 months, I'm missing classes and shit, getting hazed till 3 a.m. Fucking all types of shit. I ain't even going into detail. And none of that gay shit some of these dudes out here doing. Yeah. But it was like a lot of physical bullshit, like pushing up logs and reciting the Greek alphabet. And I popped my shoulder out of place, and then I had to let it heal. I ain't had no insurance at the time, so I'm permanently damaging my body getting go with these guys. Yeah. And one situation happened after I finally made it. We're at this party. It's supposed to be this mixer or whatever. And mixer's supposed to be like you meet a bunch of fine chicks you're supposed to get down or whatever. Man, this is the lamest shit ever, bro. They had like the girls' soccer team from our university, and there was only 4 out of the 10 chicks or whatever, and 2 were lesbian, and one already got a boyfriend there, and the other one was just messing with someone else. So it's like, I'm just going to get drunk tonight because y'all don't know how to set shit up, bro. Yeah. And this is the loyalty came into factor. So I did all my shit to get in with these guys, become a brother, also the stupid shit. I got branded, by the way, on my arm. So, it's permanent. Come to find out, one of these idiots gets drunk and decides to vandalize 12 cars with a hammer. Wow. Why he did this, I don't know. Broke a bunch of windows and shit. I tried to stop him. And I told him, what the fuck you doing, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you? He tries to swing it at me. I'm sitting there like, nigga, hold on, fuck this. I'm leaving. Yeah. So this ain't my little dorm room. This is like an apartment near the campus. I said, you know what, let me get my jacket or whatever. I go and get my jacket. I come out. Here comes all the people who own the cars and shit, right? Yeah. So there's like 20-some mad motherfuckers outside. It's 2 a.m. Everybody's either drunk or high or turned up, whatever the fuck. And I'm the only idiot there that, I was still there. I left the main way. I should just ran through the back way or some shit like that. But I'm there, and it's like, hey, he's one of their friends. He's one of the motherfuckers that did it. Let me tell you something. When the cops finally showed up, I told the cop, take me to jail. They're trying to kill me. People pulled knives on me and shit, bro. And you know what happened? The cop actually put me in handcuffs, put me in the back of the car. Yeah. And the cop's like, look, man, you don't fit the description of the guy I heard, but you know who did it. You know what I did? What's that? I didn't tell on him. I didn't snitch. I'm one of them niggas that ain't snitch. You know what I got for it? Death threats the next 2 weeks. I didn't get shit. Nothing good. So all that not snitching and loyalty shit, they don't loyal to me. Some of the dudes thought it was funny what happened to me. Wow. Me not telling on this dude, and he deserved to get told on because what he did was insane. Yeah. I don't know why he did it. I don't fuck with him no more. I ain't told that dude in years. If he's dead, I don't care. Yeah. But I went out of my way to be loyal. I could have just downed him out saying, look, I'm sorry this happened. That dude went over there. He does this, wearing this, da-da-da. This is what loyalty gets you. Nothing. But here's the thing, though. I'm still loyal to some people, like immediate family. And even then, there's limits to that because I'm not a goddamn money machine. People have thought that before. That is not the case. Just got to have a steady paycheck. I mean, I'm about to go to college now, so that's going to differentiate a little bit. But I'm still be working a job. I'll still be getting my GI Bill, all that stuff. So I'm still going to have income coming in while I'm going to school. But I one point I set my foot down and say, hey, look, man, I'm not a goddamn ATM, okay? Now, I love you. This is the family member. I'm not going to say people's names, but look, I love you, and, I'm basically the godfather to your child, man, but I got my own life I'm trying to live. I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to do this, and this, and, there's got to be limits to this shit. I want to help you get stable, but, man, look, I can't go broke trying to help you. I don't know what you're doing, and all this other shit. So loyalty, it's, like I said, that word friend and love and all the other shit, that shit's just a word, dog. It's just a word. I've been loyal to, some of my higher-ups, some chiefs and shit like that, and they fucked me up the first chance they got. I told you about that dude a few months back when I called in about the guy I was friends with in the Navy who ended up backstabbing me, and I covered up for his affair. Yeah. Yeah, so, that's fuck nigga shit. Yeah, that's what fuck boys do, right? That's pure fuck boy right there.
Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the thing too. When somebody does right by you, what again? It's obviously it's none. I'm gonna say what type of integrity is that, but it's obviously no integrity. It's just I don't see how how people can walk around knowing that they did these kind of shenanigans, and put people in situations deliberately who've looked out for them. So. But it is. But eventually, I like to believe that everybody gets their due. Karma is I don't know. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I have my doubts sometimes, but it is what it is. That's an odd thing to me, man. It's just unnatural behavior.
Yeah, man. See, I think I said this before. I mean, I don't think karma exists. I mean, I don't know anything about what happens, the true nature of this world. I like to think it exists. I like to think that good people get rewarded in the long run. But I'm telling you something right now, I don't rely on that.
Yeah.
I don't rely on that. I like to think positive thoughts and all that good stuff, but I ain't about to eat off positive thoughts. Nigga, I need money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I need cheese to buy cheese and all that other shit. I mean, the game is a game, you know what I'm saying? But I think when it comes to it comes to family, relationships, friends, coworkers, bruh, trust people as far as you can throw them. I mean, and just whatever comes out of their mouth is just what they're saying. It's what they're doing. People say I'm your dog. And I was about to put this in the super chat or whatever. But I was about to say, there's a lot of motherfuckers sitting in prison right now, 10, 15, 20 years, who didn't dumb on their boys. No. All these gangbangers out here and shit. You know what the boy's doing? Fucking your baby mama.
Yep.
He around your kids. He say like, little nigga in my face, you know what I'm saying? Your dad, I don't give a fuck about your... And this is what's happening. And there's females, too. Some of these dudes out here, they're going to prison for these motherfuckers, like Cookie off of goddamn Power... no, not Power. What's the other show? Empire. They couldn't go to do jail time for that nigga or some shit.
I don't know. I've never seen it, but I gotta get what you're talking about.
Me neither, man. I mean, I'm just like, bro, while they living their best life, you sitting in the cell because you want down on people. I say in that note, you should take a lesson from Tekashi. He knew when to get the fuck out when he got the handcuffs put on him.
Yeah, shit. Especially when they look. The people mad at Tekashi. Look. Yeah, that's definitely a topic on loyalty. Look, it is what it is. These motherfuckers supposed to be they plotting on killing you, and they talking about banging your baby mama and all that. You're supposed to stay loyal to them. Again, it is what it is. People can have their own views of it. I ain't mad at them. I just think the whole shit's funny because they put themselves in that situation.
These are grown. They're older than Tekashi, grown ass 30-year-old men, and. They better be 45, 50-year-old men when they get out of prison, if they're lucky. It's hilarious. And I think only one in L.A. she mentioned another good example of being loyal. So there's a dude in New York back in the 80s, Alpo, big drug dealer. He rode with Rich, I think Rich Porter, I think his name was, and AZ Faison. The movie Paid in Full is about them dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically Alpo had some disagreement with Rich. Rich's brother had got kidnapped by some other big-time, like, extortionist murderers. I think it's called the Preacher Crew. There's a bunch of YouTube documentaries about it. And, well, he knew this dude's brother got kidnapped and shit, right? Whatever argument they had, I don't know what it's about. I'm not in a drug game. But he killed Rich, his dude. And being that he killed him, there was no ransom money for the little brother. They killed the little brother to this gang. Yeah. And now Alpo let him go into D.C. for a while because New York was getting too hot. He doing some his murder game, as these New York cats be saying. His murder game was heavy down there too, and he gets locked up down there. He ends up snitching on the D.C. niggas. Wayne Perry and all that other shit. You look up the Wayne Perry story, Alpo, and Alpo free now. Alpo is free now, and he out here doing documentaries about where he shot Rich at and shit. Wow. I'm like, bro, man, rats are winning. Tekashi got a $10 million deal. Alpo out here doing documentaries and shit. Frank Lucas, New York is full of rats, bro. Yeah, Frank Lucas. That's the big cheese, bro.
Ain't the big apple.
Nicky Barnes snitching on niggas.
Yeah. And that's the crazy stuff. That's what I'm saying, that these guys get praised. Like I say, Denzel played a great role, but
Joshua Lemelle donated $5 from Super Chat. You ever heard of the French actor
I guess my thing about loyalty is, man, it's just the word, bro. It's about the actions, man. And even then, the person might change your mind when they say, fuck this nigga. And then, fuck it. Then or might have never been loyal in the first place. They appeared loyal. And then when opportunity came, you fucked. Yeah. But that's all I got to say about loyalty, man. I'm just jaded and bitter. I think, and going back to the military thing, I'm out come Sunday, which I'm basically out now. As long as I don't get a DUI or something in the next 2 days, I'm good. So I'm staying in the house. till I know I got my paperwork. It's good to be out, man. Because unless you got a job you really like in the military, man, or you're an officer or whatever, you know, getting saluted and getting like double the pay and all that crazy shit, man. I mean, I know there's a few people who in the chat who served time in the military. I think Antolino is one of those gentlemen. But from what I witnessed in modern days nowadays, 2012, 2019, about almost 8 years, it's kind of a sucker's bed, bro. Honestly. But just, if you're going to do it, man, just get your benefits, bro. Get your honorable discharge like I just did. I didn't think I was going to make it a few times because I was going to kill some motherfuckers.
Well, I'm glad you made it, man. I'm glad you didn't have to hurt nobody, or if you did, not too much, you know, so that you.
I cut some motherfuckers out, bro. Absolutely. Man, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, man. You can't let niggas fuck you, man. This shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's a wild world.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but Honcho, I appreciate you shutting me out, man. So I just want to call in, you know, let you know, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just getting my mind back together and just recuperating mentally from the last 8 years of just moving in and out. But I do appreciate some of the things I saw. I got to go to Japan for about 2 years. I saw like some European countries, and I, you know, saved some money, got stuff paid off. So I appreciate the benefits I got, and I did learn a lot of new things. But a lot of that sucker shit, man, I don't want or I don't need that no more.
Okay. That's interesting, man. You're going to have to tell us about Japan someday, man. We'll talk about some international things one day. Maybe you can share some stories with us.
Oh, I mean, I didn't do too much. I don't want one of these crazy dudes out here fucking with Yakuza and shit, but I know some dudes did that shit. Oh, no. And that's their business. Yeah. So, but, you know, it is what it is, Honcho. But, you know, let me get off the line. I don't want to hog it all night, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, y'all have a good night then. Hey, watch out who you trusting and call buddy and shit, bro. I'm telling you, man.
I agree. Well, damn, man, I appreciate you calling in, sharing that with us. And like I say, man, I hope you're looking forward to some new beginnings and seeing some new things and transition. I hope everything goes smoothly, man.
No, I appreciate that, Honcho, man. Y'all have a good night, man, okay?
All right, you too, Dan. Appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, though.
All right. Shout out to Dan, man. Wait, hold on. What's going on with this? Who is this? Who hello? What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Roman, what the hell, Roman? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm chilling, man. How you doing out there?
Man, I'm good, Roman, man. What's on your mind, Jack?
Oh, man, well...
Heidi Kleindienst donated $2 through Super Chat. I am Helga, the German bot.
Damn, my bad. I couldn't hear the last thing you said. I'm sorry, Roman.
Nah, I said we talking about loyalty, so I had to get my 2 cents in.
Okay. So what do you know about loyalty? Now that you're the president, are the people loyal to you, El Presidente?
No, people. I mean, you got people who don't like me, but I think overall loyalty. I mean, shit, I'm born, so I think I got some people who loyal to me. You know, I mean, I helped pick the people who was going to help me, so I hope they loyal to me. So I would say yeah, but you know, I'm just talking about like real loyalty. Yeah, that's cool. You know, I don't think I'm about to get assassinated.
Okay, well, I hope not. That would be terrible in your first term.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. Okay, so we're talking about real loyalty. We're talking about friends, family, things like that. So what do you see? What do you define it as? How do you feel about that kind of loyalty?
I think it's this, Honcho. I think real loyalty is basically when the times get tough, are you going to be there for me? Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? Yeah. When it comes to a friend or even family, when I'm in jail, man, you gonna come visit me. Mm-hmm. Man, when I got in some trouble, I need you to help me from these laws, and you gonna help me. You get what I mean?
Roman, look, Jack, man, look, you on the right track. I don't want you to turn to a life of crime. This sounds like some stuff that you got some plans or some intentions or something going. I don't want you going down that route. Wait
a minute, look, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about a definition of loyalty when, like, say, hard time. Okay, I didn't say me.
Okay. I was just wondering. Some of these references you was making. I was starting to ask him, what is Roman? Roman is a corrupt president. What is going on here?
No.
You over there quid pro quoing.
I'm be honest with you, Hunter. I'm gonna give you an example of how loyalty got lost in my family. You know. Okay, so how can I say this? Basically, this is my sister's graduation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, like at the time, my mom and dad were pretty rocky. Separated. My dad was going with this other woman, but he wasn't legally divorced, and my mom. So it got heated. So the day of the graduation, my dad came, my aunt came, my grandma came, my dad's mom. But they very was standoffish. They left pretty quick. They didn't even take pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a big problem. And time goes by, we end up going to my aunt's house, which is really my great aunt, but that's dad's aunt, which is mine. You know how family is. And we get to the place, right? My dad's girlfriend is there.
Mm.
And, oh my God. So I'll tell you one thing about my sister. She's a Taurus. She's a bull. She's headstrong. And she's not about to back down and let, because my mother be disrespected. No, the thing is, with me as a guy, you know how guys are, Honcho, we don't like to get into all that. I can ignore it. I didn't like it, but I just can't ignore it, right?
Yeah.
And she said some things. Basically, she went up to him. She said hi. Her name was Brenda. My sister said hi. Brenda said hi. And then my sister said, you would a married man, right?
Mm.
And that killed everything. So shit went down. My dad was mad. My sister was mad. It got to a whole frenzy, right?
Mm.
Then we get right back home to where my mom is, where I'm staying right now. And we talk about it. We were all a little irritated, but we eventually calmed down. Trust me, Honcho, it's getting to where I'm talking about loyalty.
Mm.
And then we get a call, and we're like, who is this? So somebody just starts talking hella fast. And we said, whoa, who the hell is this? It's my aunt, which is my brother's, which is my daddy's sister.
Mm-hmm.
And she's basically defending my dad's girlfriend, Brenda, that bitch. She's defending her, basically saying, oh, you shouldn't have disrespected her. You should have showed her some respect. You should have came at this a better way. So what do you mean? You get what I mean? You respect my mom or you respect us, especially my sister and me, not to say something when our mother's being disrespected right in front of us. You get what I mean? That makes no sense. You get what I mean? Nobody will allow that. I know nobody, especially my aunt, she won't allow my grandma to be disrespected. So what are you talking about? And this is why I get back to the point of loyalty. You know that is wrong. My family, my dad's side of the family, knows my parents been together for years. And y'all allow that woman to come over there and basically act like she's a part of the family. That's what I'm talking about, loyalty being lost. Because a real family will go down there and say, hell no, that ain't right. Because you know what? I'm sticking with my grandkids. I'm sticking with my nieces and nephews. I know you ain't on the right path. As much as I love you, but that ain't right. You get what I mean? I know there's a cutoff point, but damn, that's a loss of loyalty right there. You stick with your family in hard times, especially if they doing something, especially when they doing something that's not right. Damn, you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. So let's flip the script. So let me make sure I'm getting it all right. So this is your dad's side of the family that is welcoming the new girlfriend, even though he is still a married man. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So you may perceive it as being disloyal. Well, from your dad's perspective, wouldn't he perceive that as being them being loyal to him?
Why would they be loyal to him when they know he ain't living right?
But I'm just saying, but wouldn't from his angle, wouldn't that be loyalty to him, even though no matter what he's doing, even though he may be living foul, but they're still loyal to him. So, and that's the reverse side of things, where one person may see disloyalty, somebody else may see loyalty. And I'm just being a devil's advocate. I don't think what he was doing right. I don't think it's appropriate. If you know it's going to be a situation that's going to cause a clusterfuck, and you ain't, handled the ended other ties properly. It is what it is. But so I think it's just that's a situation of perspective. But I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just that I think you got to look at it with multiple perspectives. So to them, this is, if it's your grandma, well, this is my son. If it's your aunt, this is my brother. I'm aside with them for whatever reasons. Now I've had situations in my family with my grandma choosing my mom, even though that wasn't her biological daughter, over my dad for some shenanigans that he was doing. So I mean, it just depends again on the family and the values that are instilled, but. It's not. I think the fucked up part is to put your kids in a precarious situation that that's going to be awkward, it's going to have them feeling a particular kind of way. So I don't think that was a smooth move by him again, but it just it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but that's what I'm talking about. Is you're not even being loyal. You're not being loyal to your own family. Like, look. I'll be honest with you. I know men do shit. I know men have pieces on the side. I mean, shit women do too. Mm-hmm. But don't bring that to the family. Don't show that in front of us. You get what I mean? Keep that to yourself. Keep that a secret. Even if we would have figured it out, I wouldn't have liked it, but hell, I even would have gave you some respect for not showing it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But him doing that is the problem, but also, like I say, my family, the people I grew up, they've known me since I was a baby. Accepting this woman, she feels more welcome at my aunt's house than myself. That's why I found the problem of I'm not getting no loyalty, but you're giving it to him. You get what I mean? So, but you have a point, Honcho. I know perspectives to life, but damn, it's also right and wrong, So, yeah. I just want to share that story, man, to make people think that, man.
So, Roman, how would you feel if I told you that Brenda was in the chat right now?
Yeah, fuck that bitch. She can call in. Hell, you do a split call. Because everything that you was doing was wrong, and you still sat there, and you give it. I mean, this is breaking up a family, but you're still there. You get what I mean? You don't represent anything good. I look at shit spirit, and she didn't represent a good spirit. She didn't represent anything positive she was bringing. I don't respect the woman, and that's why I call that woman a bitch. When basically you with a married person, especially with kids, and you know it. I can even understand if you don't know nothing, because damn, some people lie to you. People lie. But when you know it and you're still doing that, knowing that's going to ruin the family, man, fuck you. That's how I feel.
Damn. Well,
I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's the same Brenda. There's a Brenda in the chat, so.
That's most likely not the same Brenda, but
small world.
Brenda, no offense to you if you're in the chat. If you're a different Brenda.
Okay. No, I don't think that Miss Brenda is too kind and sweet to do such a thing. I don't believe that would be her.
No, definitely. But yeah, Honcho, I ain't trying to go too long. That's just my piece. Like I say, my version of loyalty has been tossed around, thrown around for so long. So I'm just loyal to the ones who are loyal to me. You get what I mean? And I don't mind even cutting off family. So that's how I am. I probably don't know the full meaning of it. I know niggas in the comments are probably saying it's wrong, like Trump. But, that's just my side, man. But, you got any questions for me, Honcho?
No, sir, I do not.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to talk to you later, Honcho.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call, Mr. Roman.
Man, anytime.
All right, have a good evening. Shout out to Roman. No, for those of you, the den gonna turn into a house of drama. No, there's Miss Brenda in the chat is not the same Miss Brenda that Roman is talking about. At least I don't think it is. If so, that would be odd. That might be the funniest thing that has ever happened to the den if that was the case. But I do not think that. I don't think it is the same. You know what I'm saying? So. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. So I don't know where we going. Trying to y'all. What are you trying to say? You trying to say that I have a big nose? Is that what you? My olfactory systems are
Heidi
working fine.
Kleindienst donated $2 through Super Chat. Honcho trying to yawn through his nostrils is funny.
I'm gonna start trying some of these other voices. Like we're gonna fuck it all up. I'm gonna get one of these African voices. Whenever we have another conversation about Black Americans and Africans, I'm gonna put the African voice on and see how it sounds. It should be very interesting. But I appreciate the love. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Heidi. Shout out to Dan the Man. Shout out to Miss Marie Lovely. I appreciate all of you. And shout out to Man Up and Miss Sean. I appreciate the love after the stream yesterday. I just want to let you all know that you were all appreciated, and I do thank all of you. I don't want y'all to ever think I take any of this for granted, because, like I say, you don't have to do a damn thing, and everything is greatly appreciated. So, thank you all. There goes Miss Meat. Hello, Miss Angela. How are you this evening? We'll talk about loyalty. Would you like to call in and talk about loyalty? You know. So my thing is that again, there are different angles to it. And make sure you guys are here for Sunday night confessions. You know, like I said, I'm going to try to get back regular on the confessions. But I got a couple of things in mind. I might share an interesting confession or two this Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how things pan out. I got to get my wig split tomorrow. I got to get my hair did. I think I need to stop getting the little... I think I need to stop getting the braided shit, because usually take the braids down, about a day or two, the fucking crinkly shit is gone. But I've been rocking them for a while now, you know, that I continue to get them done the same way so much. I wonder if I got permanent crinkles here. I don't want that shit. I'm going to put my shit on the ironing board or something. But this shit is, like, it's cool for a day or so. But, not too much. I think I need to get like not a big chop, but a small chop. Just level this shit out, you know, even it out. When your fucking hair gets stuck in your zipper and shit, that's when you got problems, you know. It used to be bad when I was smoking hair. You try to roll up, hair getting all in the weed and shit. But those days are over. Kids say no to drugs. There's no loyalty outside of your home. But if there's a lot of people, there's no loyalty inside of their homes, you know. So, touche. Y'all been in this chat acting crazy. Oh man. Y'all have really been wilding out this evening. I love it. I do. I find that's what the den is all about. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go tomorrow, and the only reason why I haven't fooled with it, like I said, you know, get the whole little process done, and let her wash it and get the nails, get the scratching in your skull. That shit feel good. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? It's J-Mail, man.
J-Mail, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind, man? How you feel about loyalty, man?
First of all, I want to start off by saying Brenda a bitch-ass bitch. Now, I feel like loyalty, man, I feel like people got the wrong idea about loyalty. I feel like most of the time, loyalty is actually stupidity. Or as people like to say, blind loyalty. You got motherfuckers that'll self-destruct trying to be loyal to the wrong motherfucker. You got people like, I mean, look at the dumb motherfuckers that get themselves involved in cults and shit. Is that not loyalty?
Yeah, that is.
You know, they'll drink the Kool-Aid and die for that shit. But at the same time, that's some stupid ass shit. So there's a point where things start to blend. And I think we got to do a better job of understanding that and realizing that it's happening. And I mean, we all got our faults. I've definitely been loyal to the wrong people. But at the end of the day, you got to be loyal to yourself more than anything. And when I say that, I don't mean like being selfish or greedy or trying to, take advantage of people. What I mean by that is protecting your mental health, protecting your physical health, and making sure you don't stray from your own values and morals.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta make sure the things that you're doing, the reason you're remaining loyal and all this stuff makes sense when applied to your values and your principles.
Right, correct. And the thing about that is and some people got fucked up values and principles, and I think that leads to all the fuck shit that you see, like homeboy who brought up Alpo and Rich Porter and their values were fucked up. So they were loyal to some fucked up shit. And that's just, it's always going to be a recipe for disaster, no matter what. No matter what the situation is, if it's founded in some fuck shit, it's usually going to end up in some fuck shit.
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true. And you gotta, oh, go ahead.
What's up?
No, I'm saying because I think at certain points you gotta start. You have to pay attention to the people that you are loyal to, because in a sense, you may start off loyal on the right foundation, but people change, things happen, and if you see people changing from the person that they used to be in a bad way, if people are changing for the better, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people, we'll get to that in a minute, but if they're changing in a bad way, you see that it could be money, it could be other things that's corrupting them. They could have new associations that are corrupting them. Someone mentioned, people getting in relationships. Sometimes they have relationship partners that corrupt them and have them doing questionable shit. Sometimes you have to rejudge yourself, or sometimes it's just taking a step back. Sometimes you can't rock with them for a little while, or you may have to permanently cut them off. But yeah, I can agree with you about loyalty being blind loyalty being very foolish, can be foolishness.
Yeah, I mean, and to piggyback off what you just said, some people, some people will see that you have, I want to say righteous, but you have a good foundation. You have the the right values and morals, and they might not necessarily have that, but they attach themselves to you, hoping that they can get that from you. And at the end of the day, that's just not in you. And you end up investing more time than you should in that person, and you end up fucking yourself over.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they like Jay-Z said, you are who you were before you got here. It ain't no changing nobody. What's in that person's heart, in that person's mind, is what's gonna be in that person's mind until they decide to change it. Okay. And a lot of people say they want to change, but they don't want to do what they actually have to do to change.
Correct. I think it's tougher for some people to change. It's easier to just remain the same and deal with it. Some people say, "Oh, you can't change," or "It ain't real." I think it takes consistency. For certain people to change, and most people don't.
Right. No, you definitely can change it, but it's hard work. Because if you need to change something, basically you're trying to rid yourself of a habit, of a habitual practice. And with that being said, that's one of the hardest things for a human being to do, is to stop doing something that they've been doing all their life. And like I said, if your friend is doing petty shit all day, you could talk to him till you blue in the face and tell him he needs to change, or she needs to change. But until she really grasps in her mind, I need to stop doing this, she's not going to stop doing it. Yeah, she might stop for a few days or a week or a month at a time, but until she really gets it, she's still going to be that person inside.
I agree. Yeah, you got to be steadfast because it can be small things that can easily trigger you back into old habits. Like habit changing, that's something we may talk about one day too. But it's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of work. Like you said, it's a lot of work that goes into it, and I mean, it requires a lot of things. You have to kind of adjust your environment, your thinking, again, your habits. I mean, it's a lot of layers to it until these things become, like you say, new habits. So.
Right, and but that's what I'm saying. Like I've seen people like go through the motions and do all that, change their environment, cut off people that they felt were influencing them to behave that way, all just to realize, no, this is who I really am. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you really are just a fucked up person. Some people just ain't shit. And it is what it is, Mm-hmm. And but the fucked up part about that is that there's good people out here being loyal to people that just ain't shit. Yeah. And they getting fooled thinking that this person, is something that they're not.
Yeah.
Because they're telling them that that's what they want to be.
Man, and it's some people, like I say, it's a lot of that happens, I think, in relationships, because I think a lot of that happens when people aren't confident in themselves and they aren't, 100% in themselves, and they're looking for someone to fill holes and voids in them. I think those relationships are bad too, because I think you got to have two people who are complete and to come together for it to be a healthy relationship. When you have a hole to fix and you're trying to let me word this properly. Some holes need to be filled, but when you have an emotional hole or a mental issue that you're trying to fix with someone else's presence, you can become too attached. You can become too loyal in a sense that you worship in the ground they walk on, and they take advantage of you, and they see that they got you kind of by the. I mean, they just got you kind of by rope. I mean, they can do anything, and then they'll do whatever. So you got to realize, is it worth it? There's so many different levels to the loyalty thing, and I think it's really complex. But
it's very I mean, it's a deep conversation because, like I said, you're talking about habits. You're talking about who people really are. You're talking about mindsets. You're talking about how people are raised, what people believe in, cultures. So it's a lot of shit that plays into it, and at the end of the day, you just gotta hope that you can stay true to yourself through, whatever the situation is.
I agree. It takes a lot of willpower.
Definitely, and in my personal experience, I've come to realize that I could help anybody, but as soon as I realize, what your behaviors are going to affect my well-being, then that's when the only loyalty that matters is me being loyal to myself and my well-being. Yeah. So I just hope everybody takes that message. Don't let no fuck-ass person fuck up your aura and fuck up your energy, and stop giving y'all energy to people that don't fucking deserve it.
Correct. Absolutely. Y'all in the chat are trying to...
But I'm about to give these Ravens fans all this energy come Sunday.
Oh yeah, man. Look, fuck them, man. But yeah, let me. That's how you shoot me the message. Let's try to figure something out. And maybe we can get some kind of, exclusive in-person situation going. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of give us your input from the game and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Just shoot me an email or just shoot me an email. We'll figure something out.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a BET.
All right, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate the call, Mr. Bell.
That's a bet.
All right. Bye. I like the Bell's mindset, man. That's right. You can't let this shit, get to you. And the Bell be making moves, So he gonna make sure he's in the right place, the right energy. I like that, man. It's just so much racism going on. Is the pink toe a different version of a camel toe? Yeah, it's a different flavor of camel toe, if you will. So, there's that. What is wrong with the blacks? I'm curious. Somebody was mad at my stream yesterday. I forgot who it was. Somebody was like, "Just stick to sports, you asshole. You don't know what you're talking about." I don't know anything about identity politics. It's a weird thing. So no, no. So my thing is like, I say these, the Asians, the whites, the blacks, the white stripes, things of that nature. So here's my thing though, the U. I made a shirt for somebody for the U the other day. They asked me to do them a design for the U. They're Miami fans, so it was interesting, very interesting. Who am I trying to get killed? I'm trying to get nobody killed. I'm trying to help the people. The people must be heard. I don't want the people to get killed. The 30 for 30 you haven't seen. I'm telling you, man, I got like a list of shit that I'm supposed to watch. I don't watch any of it. Well, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. Never watch it. Never freaking watch it. Look, y'all. I have nothing to say on that. Well, female pimp, the lifestyle you live will have you missing in no time. And, they say female pimp is known on Konas. I'm just telling y'all what I heard. Okay, so you be careful out there. The best show you ever seen. I have to check it out. I don't know which one was the. No, that wasn't the 30 for 30. What was the one they used to do when they would like get in depth on particular athletes' lives? And Ray Lewis had one. And man, when I say that, that's one of the fucking. Well, now. Loyalty is loyalty does. Much love to the den. Well, thank you, Anonymous. I will enjoy my monocle and my top hat, and I will talk properly. See, this is why there needs to be a British male voice. I need to see if there are alternate voices. If all the voices are female, then, will be it, so be it. Chip, chip, cheerio. But, I will have to inquire to see if there are voices of the other gender. Well, some people say there are many genders. I only believe in the two. And it's just terrible that things have gotten so out of control and so confusing. I'd like a little bit of a spot of Earl Grey tea, please, and it would be welcome with my handlebar mustache. I don't know what kind of handlebars this is, but they say it's a handlebar mustache. So, chip chip cheerio and eat a bowl of Cheerios. And here we go. Yes. Hey, Miss Misty, how you doing this evening? Bloody good show. What if because in fucking England and shit, like they are all on top of everything. You can't say shit, you can't do shit. So like, what if that's like a bad word on the that shit gets you demonetized on England YouTube? It's fucking bloody game. Well, not fucking, but this bloody game is ridiculous. Demonetized. Oh my god. Oh man, yeah, you can come up with some pronouns. I'll be mad at you. I'm not even going to entertain the pronouns. Verbs, on the other hand, my verbs are sit, eat, and watch. Those are my verbs. Yes, yeah. She's very up to acting up this evening. I've been seeing some of these these messages that she's been putting in the chat this evening. Um, but I'm but who is the one? There's one, and I'm trying to remember. I forgot what it was. Football Life. Okay, that's what it was. All right. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening?
What's good, Honcho? It's your boy Dakota.
Dakota, what's the motherfucking deal? Dakota, what's on your mind this evening, man?
Nothing much. I had two stories about this whole loyalty topic.
Okay.
But before that, I wanted to address old buddy. What was his name? Kenny?
Kenneth, who called in last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no issue with his lifestyle or whatever he want to do. My issue with him is he will turn around, and if you're listening, we can address this whenever we got beef. It don't make me no never mind. But my issue with him is he will say the black community needs to stick together, and then turn right around and say, oh, whatever that shit is he says about nigga them, the Casper the Friendly Ghost, whatever the fuck that shit is.
Casper the nigga ghost.
Yeah. And then turn around and bash us because we just don't rock with his lifestyle. That's my only issue with dudes. Like, nobody cares. I can't say nobody. I personally don't give a fuck what you do. Like, that's your life, bro. Live it. As they say, live your best life, whatever. But don't sit in and be pro-black this and that or whatever. Because I don't know if he's pro-black or not. He speaks that way, but something comes out totally different. That's my issue with him. But and he said a couple other things. Like I said, we can address that later. But this whole loyalty thing, man. So I lost my dad last year on September 4th to 2018. And my dad's family are the lowest of low people. Fuck them. Fuck the horse they rode in on. Whatever. Like, they some grimy, shitty ass people. And I don't know if you from Houston and you familiar with Houston rap scene. You know there's this rapper named Skeet Tate. And that he's my cousin. Like, first cousin, shit like that. So his dad is my uncle. And when my dad died, his family basically fucked me, my brother, and my sister out of, my dad's life insurance money. And the fucked up part about it is, it wasn't a big settlement or nothing like that. It was $10,000. The funeral home was charging us $990 to put him in the ground. So my brother was like, since he's the eldest, my mom was still married to him when my dad died, but they had been separated for about 10 years. So my mom kind of left it up to my older brother. And my brother was like, hey, man, this is how much the funeral cost is going to be, this, and that. Now, my dad was dating this woman named Regina. Fuck that $2 crackhead whore. She killed my daddy. And I said, ooh. Anyway.
Yeah.
So she, at first we trying to be supportive, because you suffered a loss too. You've been with my dad for about, everybody's saying 11 years, but it was more like 9. Yeah. They just, they habitual life. But they were like, yeah, Regina should have a say. We like, I don't know about this taste shit, but we'll definitely take her opinion in consideration because, this was our dad. Like that, he was your boyfriend, but this was my dad. So me and my brother, we go over there because he got he had to get the life insurance papers, and they tried everything in their damnedest not to give us those papers.
No.
So when my brother finally went over there and was like, "Hey, look, man, y'all gotta produce these papers," and they finally did, they found out it was a bunch of fraudulent shit going on. Basically, putting my brother is the oldest grandchild on my dad's side, and the one up under him, her old transvestite looking ass is my older cousin named Crystal. And when I'm not saying that to be mean, she looks like a woman that used to be a man. That's how ugly she is.
That's tough.
But
that's tough, man.
But yeah. So they put on the paper that she was older than my brother, and she was the beneficiary over everybody's policy. Because if you know anything about life insurance policy, you got whole life and term life. Term life is basically a set amount of time, like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Most people go with whole life, and what they don't understand about whole life is that number they give you is what you're going to cash out. So it was a $50 life insurance policy. They don't understand basic math. So under this policy, my grandma had put on us, it was a $50,000 license policy granted. But it was 10 for me, 10 for my brother, my dad, my mom, and my sister. So if I die, they would have got 10. They would have got 10,000. My brother died, so on and so forth. So my dad dies, and they're like, "Oh, y'all trying to cut us out of the insurance money? Y'all leaving Regina out? She deserves some money too." And we like, bro, we only getting 10,000. It's gonna cost $9,000 of that to put him in the ground. If she wants the $10 check, we would gladly cut her the $10 fucking check. Dick. So we was like, still, we trying to be sympathetic to her loss too, even though to me, she didn't lose a goddamn thing. My daddy didn't marry you. My mama tried to divorce him 3 times, and he threw the damn divorce papers away. And this came out of his mouth. So then, first of all, she tried to bury my daddy in a lime green fucking suit.
What?
We took her say-so privileges away.
Yeah.
Bitch, you go sit in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. You done here. What the fuck?
So we're still trying to be, sympathetic and let her come and, grieve with us and whatnot. She takes it upon herself to call me. Mind you, I'm not handling all this. Out of all my daddy's kids, I was the closest to. So I'm taking this hard as it is. She takes it upon herself to call me and start yelling at me, talking about your mama needs to sign the papers over to the funeral home so they can release the body. And I'm like, look, man, there's some things that need to go down before anything can go, can get set in motion. She was like, oh, fuck that. Your mama want to be this. And I'm like, first of all, don't talk about my mom. That's strike number 1. You been his side chick for 10 years. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
10 years of side chick.
Yeah, she was, I don't know what you call it. My daddy used to call her by my mama name and she would answer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so she calls me and starts yelling at me, and at this point I call my brother. I say, look, man, if she comes to that funeral, I'm not coming. And he's like, man, you gonna go to your daddy's funeral. I was like, she better not be there. Point blank, period. Because now you stepping out of you stepping out of place. You stepping out of bounds. So then she calls my brother, does the same thing. Now she done pissed my brother off, and my brother's level-headed. So he cut that shit out of the gate. He shut that shit down. Told her she can't come. So my dad's family, mind you, this is my aunt. This is our blood family. They take her side. So fast forward a year later to my birthday, which is July 2nd. My daddy's birthday is July 3rd. So we had tied the money up in litigations for about a year. The judge ruled in my cousin's favor because, like I said, they did some fraudulent shit. These motherfuckers split the insurance money 4 ways between my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, and the mistress. Cut his kids completely out of the thing.
Wow.
Didn't give us shit. And they wonder why we didn't invite him to the funeral, because we were like, since y'all not going to give us the life insurance money to bury him, we're going to come up with the money to get him cremated, and we're going to leave it at that. Y'all just don't show up. Yeah. Oh, that was our brother. That's Regina's husband. I was like, she ain't married. She ain't married to him. So that's what that whole loyalty shit. I understand what dude was saying, because this was my family. Supposedly this was my people, and y'all went against us for some $2 crack whore.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all ever plan on having children, and if you do, and it's gonna be a daughter, don't name it Regina, because I got an auntie named Regina, and let's just say she ain't the most up and up individual herself. You know what I'm saying? And conniving, scandalous, mischievous, malicious, all those good things. Yeah. So Regina, it might be something about the name Regina that just has some bad juju with it. But I'm sorry. Go ahead with what you're saying.
But so let's rewind 10 years. I'm 20 years old, and my dad was on drugs. And, he had sickle cell too. So the thing with cocaine is it gives us an adrenaline rush, and it pumps the blood so fast that the arteries have to constrict and close, constrict and close. So that puts us in a sickle cell crisis. So it almost killed my dad, like back in 2008, 2009. He had to have a complete autoplastic blood transfusion. They had to take blood out of him while pumping it into him. That's how bad it was. So fast forward 10 years later, and we get the coroner report saying that he had cocaine in his system, and then she tells us, oh yeah, I talked him into, doing a little bump. He had been clean and sober, but I wanted to have fun. So you cost my dad his life, because, like I said, what happened was it sent him into a catastrophic sickle cell crisis, to which he had a massive brain bleed because he had he basically had an aneurysm.
Yeah.
And he bled out in seconds.
Crazy.
So that's why I say she killed my dad.
Yeah.
But that's story number 1. So story number 2 is 2009. And at this point, I'm a certain member of a certain gang that wears certain colors. And I got a baby mama. Me and her not together at this point, but I'm still there for her. I take her to the doctor's appointments when she wasn't pissed off at me. I'm still trying to be there for my kids.
Yeah.
So one day she calls me and tells me she heard gunshots. So I'm like, okay, cool. Just go in the house, lock the door. Anything else pop off, I get off of work and come sit up there with you.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, okay. As soon as I hung up with her, I had a friend I grew up with from since the 7th grade call me and say, hey, bro, this dude of a certain rival gang member just shot at your baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she just called me and said she heard shots.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, man, them shots was meant for her. Wherever she is, make sure she's safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I race over there. I don't know if y'all know where Fondale Apartments are. But it's off of Tidwell and 290.
Okay.
So I'll race over there, make sure she good at the house and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So again, being loyal to this certain color,
Mm-hmm.
I called them for support and backup. They was like, oh well, no harm, no foul, she ain't dead, so give us 24 hours. I'm like, nigga, somebody just tried to kill my daughter.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't Walmart, nigga. We need to handle this now.
Yeah.
So I called them, and the dude that called me just happens to be a part of the rival gang.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I grew up with him since the 7th grade.
Yeah.
So he was more like my brother than, we were actually gang rivals.
Mm-hmm.
So I called him. I said, look, man, I need to handle this. I know where he at. I know who he is. Now, I didn't, he's still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put that out there. He's still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
He just know not to mess with my family no more. That's what that means.
Yeah.
But that goes back to the point of, the whole loyalty thing, especially when it comes to gang culture. And, when I got much older, I realized, hey, congratulations, you were done.
Why do you think though? And I know this kind of deviates from. Why do you think that niggas, black folk, however you want to address it? Why do they gravitate to the gang culture?
Well, I can't speak on for everybody, but I can speak on my situation. They got me out when I was young, 14 years old, still, barely cracking high school. And my mom, like I said, my mom's a nurse, so she worked a lot. My dad he was in the picture at the point, but he was on drugs, so he was still my dad, but he wasn't my dad at that point.
Yeah.
So, my brothers and them, they stayed on the north side with one of my oldest brothers and his mom. So it was just, at this point, it's just me and my dad, my mom, and my sister. Like I said, my mom always worked. She was working 60-hour work weeks. My dad in and out. And it's just me and my sister. So a lot of times I went to school, they took care of me. They was like, hey, man, you need some lunch money. You need this. We got you. They basically showed me that family aspect I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
So then, when it comes, but again, I grew up around the other gang.
Mm-hmm.
So I was leaning heavily towards the other one until they tried to jump me in way before I was ready. And I ran all the way home.
Yeah.
If anybody know what Westbury High School is and where Bob White is, I booked it straight down Bob White. At this point, I played football. So I was a running back.
Yeah.
Man, Honcho, I didn't make it out of practice. I'm not gonna lie. And matter of fact, let's deviate. This is a funny story. So, like I said, practice. We out there, we in pads. First practice that we can hit each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm big cooking boys in practice, shaking and baking. Got niggas' ankles, taking niggas' ankles with me, putting them in my goddamn book bag. So, at this point, they say I'm running a 4-3-4. So I'm like, okay, I got a little speed on me. So I'm thinking I'm about to be a star.
Yeah.
First practice, I get that kickoff that hit me in the chest. I'm running. Dude come up from my blind side, which is my left side. I can't see him, but I hear him. So I'm like, man, I'm faster than him. I'm booking it. This man hit me so hard. Mind you, I'm not a big dude. In high school, I was only about 5 foot, maybe 110 pounds soaking wet. This man hit me so hard, I flew into the bleachers. I'm not exaggerating. I flew into the bleachers. I got up. I was crying out of one eye, and I could barely see out of the other one. I grabbed the ball. I ran over to the coach and said, hey, that's not for me. And I left. Never touched the football field again.
Damn. Damn. You had a short-lived career, man.
Yep. But back to the story. So, I'm running down Bob White, and I hit that corner, and I seen one of my gang members at the time. He was pressuring me, but he was kind of cool about it. He would do little subtle things to make me think about it, like, yeah, I'm really gonna jump down with y'all. So he was like, hey man, what you running from? I'm like, oh, nothing. Let's go in the house. Because I know him. I heard stories about him, and I seen him in action. So I don't want him to get in trouble and some shit go down in front of my house. So I'm trying to get him to go in the house. They hit the corner, so they see him. They already know who he is from jump. They was like, oh shit, it's General Red. That's what they called him. He stood up. It's 3 of them, 1 of him, and they should have they needed 4 more guys because he washed their ass. Like, it would have been a fair fight if it was 7 of them. I'm not bullshit, not exaggerating, not bullshitting. That would have been a fair fight if it was 7 of them. But anyway, so that's how they got me, by showing me that family dynamic, showing me that aspect of, we got you. Then when I got in, shit flipped. It was like, oh, now you got to put on for the set. Now you got to do this. You got to put in work. So, if that's what it was like for me, I can only imagine the people with no dad in the home, mom not there. And, I had a pretty strong aspect of family, It's just my mom was always at work, providing. My dad went to work, but like I said, he was on drugs too, so his time was kind of split. Not saying he was a bad father, by no means was he a bad father. He handled his responsibilities, but his mind, he was preoccupied at the time. So, and like I said, my older brothers was all on the other side of town, so I was kind of yearning for that older brother dynamic that I was missing, and that's what they gave me. Like I said, a couple years down the line, when I needed them, into old boy's credit that called before me, you putting your life on the line for them, and you sitting in the cell pending charges, and they don't even come see you. They came and got me out. I was in 10th grade. I'll never forget it. They came and got me out of class and say, Dakota Jones. I was like, yeah, what's up? Click, click. I said in jail for a week. Pending murder charges. So, it's just they suck you in, and it's never the same after that,
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all I had for that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we may, we may dive a little deeper into that conversation. We may make that a topic one day to get down into. But yeah, when it comes to loyalty, man, again, once they got you in, it's just kind of whatever. And that's how a lot of people are. Once they know they got you, or they feel like they got your loyalty, locked in. They'll kind of handle you any kind of way. So you got to be cautious. You know, you want to get the same treatment that you're willing to give out for somebody else. Not everybody's willing to do that.
Exactly. Like I said, when I got older and I started to realize, first of all, you're not going to tell me what the fuck I can and can't eat. That's why I had an issue with that. Nigga, I like fruit. You're not going to tell me I can't eat some certain fruit. That's correct. But then again, you know, weaker-minded people got strong connections, and it's sad because they get these people, they put their life on the line, and then they ain't nowhere to be found when you really need them.
Yeah, they'll get what they can get out of you. They'll milk what they can milk out of you, and then that's it. And that's the wild part about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, look, yeah, only females will come visit you. Niggas ain't gonna come fuck with that nigga locked up. They'll act like they happy when you get home, but niggas ain't gonna come visit you in jail. So, you know,
they ain't gonna come visit you like you said. They probably screwing your baby mama.
Yeah.
So that's all I had for you tonight, Honcho.
Well, Mr. Golder, man, I appreciate it, man. I thank you for sharing that with us, you know, and give us some deep insight, you know, kind of, you know, being transparent and sharing your life with us, man. I greatly appreciate that.
No problem, man. Anytime.
All right. You have a good evening, man.
You too.
All right. It's about that time, you know. Like I said, I've been trying to stick around the 2-hour mark. So we might make that the last call for the evening. But shout out to Brother Dakota, man. So my thing is this. Oh man. I'm telling you, talking about. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, look. Last time I had a situation. Chick I hadn't even rocked with in a long time. But a long time. He called me for a fucking visit. I'm like, man, who the fuck come and visit? I had no idea who the fuck it was. I was like, wow, you can get to the little window. Give me some window love. What's that fucking half-baked? No more window love. But yeah, man, you know, that's just kind of how it is. It is what it is, man. So, let me say, just give you 10 minutes. Get you out. Okay, that's a bet. I'm gonna talk shit for 10 minutes. Then we're gonna get some. I guess we get some mixer crew in. I don't stay up too late. I gotta go. Like I said, I got a hair appointment tomorrow. I'm looking like fucking Curly Sue over here. I don't like this shit. I'm thinking I gotta do something different. I need to spice it up. But it's just that the fucking, I get them hoes braided up or whatever the fuck you call them hoes. Roped up. Ropes, yeah. That's what they call them. When I get roped up, it's just so much more convenient. Like, life is convenient with the ropes. But when I fucking, you know, sometimes we want to do some other styles and shit. The ropes just make it hard to put a hat on because them hoes be thick. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I go to a beauty salon. I don't go to LaQuanda House where the babies running all around, all over the place, smoking blunts. Got my shit smelling like weed and Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? I used to do the hood thing though. I had a homegirl. And then she was braiding my partner hair, man. She fell asleep on that nigga with the blunt in her hand. That shit was funny, man. Let me see. Texting me questions and stuff. Somebody tell me they got questions for me. I might have to. I might have to pull a Heidi one day and do a. What are you talking about? And might have to do one of them AMAs. You know, that'll be interesting. Somebody said they messaged me. Yeah, it'd be some weird offers that you get on the interwebs. You know, hey, you know, we want you to represent our brand, but you know, buy our shit first, and then you know, it's all good. Nah, I'm cool on that. I believe. Yeah, I think I'm okay on that. But weird stuff you get from like Chinese suppliers. You get some weird messages. But kind of like Miss Rashida was saying though, that things are changing on the tube. I got the link for it, but I'm gonna post it in the group tomorrow. I should post it tonight. I guess I should while I'm right here. Let me pull it up. But like I said, I'm gonna start a mailing list so that way I'll start, you know, emailing folks. So that way you make sure you get notified if it's a new video or if it's a new some new content up. Because like I said, I know the social media you don't always get the.
Just Sarah donated $5 through Super Chat. The Blacks in den are cool people. Gesicht mit Freudentränen, 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 Gesicht mit Freudentränen.
Yes, they are pretty. Most of them. Some of them you got to watch out for. I know I made one of these things. I don't even know what I fucking did with it. I fucked it up. Maybe I ain't say that, bitch. I could swear I did. Damn, what I did with the shit? Well, I guess I didn't save it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'll probably have it up tomorrow. So
Just Sarah donated $5 through Super Chat. The whites are cool too.
You don't want anybody to feel left out. Damn. I thought I saved this shit, but fuck it. But yeah, I know I fucking like spent a fucking unnecessary amount of time fucking doing this shit, so I know that I created one. I know I didn't do all this shit and just not save the shit, but I could have. Knowing me, not paying no fucking attention. What the fuck? Is this it? I think this is it. Yeah, I did it like a long time ago. But like I said, I'm gonna start
Mama 335 donated $3. Lay off that emoji button or the stenographer is gonna drop the ban. Hammer on your Southgate booter, Just Sarah.
Okay. All right, cool. Oh, so I didn't finish doing the things I was supposed to do. So okay, it is there. I don't know how you fucking get the link to it though. But I'll figure it all out. I'll do it tomorrow or whatever. I'm all over the place. But like I said, I'm gonna start an email campaign. Appreciate the love, Just Sarah. Thank you, Just Sarah. And Mama 335. I'm all over the place, y'all. But like I was saying is what I done clicked on. I don't want to click on that. I'm looking for the other dilly dally. Is this it? No, that's not what I want. No, I'm cutting all the wrong shit. Where is the thing that I'm seeking? No, that's not it. But yeah, I feel the motive of the sniper is going to drop the bed. That's funny. But my thing is this, man. like I said,
Just
just have
Sarah
to,
donated $5 through Super Chat. The Hispanics and the Latinos are cool people. I pay for my emoji Gesicht mit Freudentränen Gesicht mit Freudentränen Gesicht mit Freudentränen.
But like I said, I'm gonna start a little email dilly. I'm gonna post a link in the Dead Facebook group, and I'll post it in tomorrow's stream and Sunday stream. Because, like I said, with the changes that are coming up, with a lot of the stuff they're doing, of course, certain channels are going to get love, other channels. I don't think the Den gets a lot of love anyway, but part of it's my fault. I got to do more recorded shit. So I'm going to try to drop something tomorrow, hopefully, and we just keep it around. I'll try to do something in the morning. But I just want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate all of y'all, man. I just thank y'all for being here. Sometimes we can be here, sometimes we can be there, but I just appreciate the love. And I know we have a career pistachio criminal in the Den. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I want to try to stop her, but I can't. You know, like my little, I ain't got no beard. It's my little beard comb. She looks like a little. I ain't even got enough hairs to do it. But you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to make it look like something. I'm trying to keep it even until this shit grow out. No, is this side? No, this side actually growing. Whatever side actually got hair on it, I don't know. So, you know, what'd you say, Miss Meek? You gave yours away. How many pistachios you gave away? What's you over there? What you giving away? Do I put you on a live stream for your phone? Yeah, man. Probably if you got Skype, yeah, I could probably do it. That's pretty much the way that's pretty much the way I do it. But mostly everybody is going through Skype. But yeah, man. And I'm thinking about look when Miss Meat. Angela, when are we going to do Angela's Advice Day? When are we going to have Angela's advice? You know, I'm going to put you right here like in the corner. Put you in a little box, and we can do Angela's advice. And we can have a real live argument about whatever off-the-wall advice you're going to be giving that evening. Backbreakers and all that good stuff. Well, fuck it. Let me see. Let me think about what tomorrow's topic is gonna be. We can do it tomorrow. I ain't even tripping. We can do it Sunday. It don't even matter. You know me. I ain't ever tripping. On The View, I guess I gotta watch more of The View before I can do it. 'Cause I don't ever watch them crazy. Like, here's my thing, man. Y'all are gonna feel whatever way you feel about me. I don't really give a shit. I mean, I do, but I don't. But this thing that I'm finna say, and this is just my personal opinion. A lot of these women shows I cannot watch. It's really tough for me to watch after your game. Kenneth will never make top 10. You know, and my thing is because like a lot of it to me is just like it's a lot of nonsense, a lot of shit I really can't relate to. A lot of these shows, and again, maybe it's because I'm not a woman, so maybe women have a better sense of things for it. But it's like The View, I don't like it, can't watch it. What's that other one with all the women on there?
Just Sarah donated $5 through Super Chat. Emois never getting old when it brings new money. Schulterzuckende Person Gesicht mit Freudentränen.
Yeah, blowing out backs. Yeah, look. Yeah, The Real. Yeah, that's the one. The Real. Ain't one of the twins on that one. You know what I'm saying? So there. Someone watch the Sooners. Nobody wants to watch the Sooners. And ain't nobody watching that Falcons game either because I think the Texans gonna be playing Baltimore. That's the game of the week right there. I've never heard of the talk, but my thing is just like, man, I really can't. It's just tough for me to get into it. Like, I'm just like, man, I just hear. I just hear like noises. Nothing comes through with clarity, and I'm just like, I start getting frustrated. I'm just like, I don't want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch it. I don't know. You ain't see that picture Miss Gray shared of Meghan McCain. I don't know. You might think different. What the hell? Because I saw that episode. What the hell is going on? Look. I told y'all. Look, women with dreads, it just does something for me. I don't know what it is. Natural hair women, it does something for me. And you don't even have to be
Sarah
like
donated
the most
$2 for
attractive
Super
woman in the
Chat.
world.
The women in the view are some bitter beaches.
I appreciate the love, just Sarah, and I agree with that. But whatever the hell she got going on in her head, it needs to stop. It immediately needs to stop. I don't know if she got some white weave braided in there or something. I don't know what she got going on. But that's just one woman with dreads or whatever that it just don't work. There's been some women, I'm like, okay, she got dreadlock. I can work with that, you got some. Whoopi is just tough. And it's not even because she's older. There's older women. I'm like, that's a very attractive older woman. She looks like a little dude. She dresses kind of like a homeless guy in New York. It always seems like she always got sweaters and extra shit on. Like how cold is that fucking how cold is that fucking studio? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she got a very she just in the face. So yeah, it's hard for me to do it. I can't watch it. I really I'm not interested. Like I say, yeah, it's tough. Now, what's funny? What's really funny? Have y'all seen that I forgot where she's from, that thick weather chick? She's like a light-skinned chick. And, she got a lot of backlash a couple of years ago, maybe last year or something. And people was talking about she was too thick or whatever.
Mama 335 donated $3. Whoopi was banging Ted Danson for a while. Explain that one.
It's the voice that makes this so fucking crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's I don't know. Ted Danson was busting up in blackface. She said he was brave for that. But she was like a light skinned chicken. She's really taking. They was capping because they like shit. Ever since somebody told her she was thick, she don't even do the weather no more. It's like, damn, we just want to know the weather. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. All she do is talk about how thick she is or how she built this way or whatever. Yeah, I think that's the name, Demetrio. I think that's the one. And so they like, yeah, she don't even do the weather no more. I'm like, that's fucking funny, man. Yeah, we were talking about Lloyd, but we kind of wind down towards the end of the dead. Yeah, but she definitely got to feeling herself after she started getting all that attention. Yeah. Okay, she's from Dallas. Okay. I guess that's a worthwhile reason to go to Dallas, right? Nah, Dallas ain't that good just to go for that. Yeah, because she was dancing around in some damn Ugg boots, to Candy Rain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm surprised. Like, I'm like, damn, all y'all know her name and shit. Y'all niggas got her address and shit. I just happened to see it on Twitter. I remember seeing her once or twice. But yeah, dance like, where's your segment? Like, what are you doing? Where's the thing? Like, I don't want her IG. Only IG I need is Uchimba, and I'm good. I don't need to follow no IG thotties. No, none of that. Uchimba's the only one I need. Everything else is unnecessary. Outside of that, look, I'm cool. Y'all can have all the rest of it. Y'all can give all the likes that they can't see no more, the follows and all that shit you want to. I'm good. I only need one. You just met Lil Boosie. Where you be Lil Boosie at? Lil Boosie Boo. What you call upper hood? Could you explain that? Could you explain what upper hood? The definition of that. Look, I might import that into the lexicon. That is interesting. I think Dominic Teen and Black Gabby from Nate. I'm not sure who's I'm not familiar with Black Gabby. Look, I'm telling you, all I need the Uchimba. She feels all. She checks off all the boxes. That's if I'm gonna be IG thirsty, then that's all I'm gonna look at. Everything else, I'm good. So you said it, but I was in these DM first. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, man. That's super funny. Don't do it. Stay out of there. Oh shit! What's his name? Threw 4 interceptions in that game too, and got clocked on the head with the helmet. Damn, that's tough. That's super tough, man. Hentai Samurai, what's the motherfucking deal? The dude, well, I mean, some rappers suit their names, little whatevers. They stay little. Some of them, big whoever, they get big. Bow Wow could still be little Bow Wow. It wouldn't matter. But here's the deal, man. We're gonna get ready to slide out. What time is it? So I'll say maybe about 13 minutes. I'll be on the mixer probably about 13, 15 minutes, about whatever it was, 12:32 here, something about 12:45ish. I should be on the mixer somewhere in that time frame, maybe a little earlier, maybe a couple of minutes later. Well, now, tell us how you really feel. Heidi. So we're going to do that. Extend the den. See, because, we got to slide in the mix. We got to talk about everybody. We got to talk about everybody who don't show up in the mixer. That's like, we gotta have that fake loyalty. We all friends in the den, but I'm a fixer in the mixer. I mean, that don't even make no sense. But oh man, that sucks too. I saw old buddy died, man. I saw old buddy died. He wasn't like a super actor, but he was hood good. You know what I'm saying? And so what I mean by that is he was in all the hood. He was in Shatas, he was in Belly. He was like in all the little hood classics. And so, it is what it is. Mixer, I think you gotta have a Microsoft account, and then just log in. The mixer's mixer.com/Honcho Salsa. Nah, no way. I would never ignore you. Only one line. See, it's just the names be different, so I get confused, and I have to, I gotta correlate, the situate, and then precipitate, the regurgitate. That's just how it is. But that's the thing. It may start playing an old stream until I get on something new. But we ain't gonna talk about everybody now, but they hear, you ain't supposed to talk about people in their face, Roger. You gotta wait till they gone, then you talk about them. That's the polite thing. That's polite society. What I say we're gonna talk about tomorrow? Epigenetics. So, if you have a chance, epigenetics. Good night, Miss Dita Gamma. Glad you could join us this evening. So if you get a chance, look that up, get familiar with that. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. And then, we'll figure it all out. Fuck the polite shit, just be rude. But nah, man, like I said, I rock with y'all and I fucks with y'all, man. I sincerely do appreciate everything. But like I said, mixer's like a wind down thing. Like I said, I don't have every now and then a game, but like I said, I don't plan to do too much more gaming after this. I canceled that Game Pass shit, so I got a couple more days to fuck with it. So I'm just look up Bruce Lipton, and if you find a video on Bruce Lipton, it'll basically it'll definitely give you what you need. Oh, okay. So outside of that, see, look, talk about a mixer. There come Bro Lee. I don't know. We might have to cancel a mixer. Bro Lee is I ain't got no damn Call of Duty. Let's say we'll see. I don't know. Need to find. Look, it ain't Black Friday yet. Need a Black Friday sale. What? What are you talking about? Nature Boy, favorite guy. What you talking about? What you talking about? What y'all in there talking about, man? Man, no, look. Miss Grace ain't the only one that noticed. I was having a particular conversation with someone. Good night, Miss Brenda. You stop messing up Roman's family now. You hear? You can't be going to all events, Miss Brenda. I'm just messing with you. Shout out to Miss Brenda. So me and a particular individual were speaking on Trill's call, and said, what, Trill was quite polite. And then they said that, we were talking about den debates and other potential matchups. And, how you know all this about Nature Boy? You been following Nature Boy? You trying to get in the Nature Boy gang, Angela? Let me find out. Y'all on that Nature Boy shit in Atlanta. I wouldn't be surprised. And so we were making comparisons to other den folk who would be interesting matchups, and so there was a comparison. I said, I don't think that particular individual would be as polite as Trill was in that conversation. So I think it'd be very interesting. So look, it is what it is. But here's the deal. Like I said, look, I'm saying 4 or 5 minutes. I'm still on here talking to y'all and shit. It's damn near that time. Give me a beverage of water, a sippy dip. So it might be a few minutes later. But I do appreciate it. We'll be back same time, same place. Nature Boy is pure comedy. I thought he was a pure pervert. I thought he was out there doing some weird shit. But what happened? Did they ever go get him, or did everybody ever get his daughter back, or whatever that was going on? Because I remember y'all telling me, or I don't know if it was you telling me about it, or somebody was telling me about the Nature Boy thing, and the dad whose daughter was out there, and they was out there doing a bunch of weirdo shit in another country. So, but like I said, I appreciate y'all, man, to get to come to the den each and every night. It is an honor. It is a privilege. And most of all, it is my pleasure to get to speak with you all, to take the calls, to just chop it up, man. Like I said, I thank y'all. And we just got a lot. We got a lot more to go. But, you know what I'm saying? I thank y'all for being here, man. I'm going to slide out. Y'all ain't got to go home. Like I said, I invite y'all to the mixer here. It'll probably be about 15 minutes after we get done with this. I invite y'all to the mixer. Y'all ain't got to go home. But, y'all got to get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm gone. And if you're in the Facebook group, whatever carnival video that was, not carnival, cruise video that was, and Miss Grace goes on one of the cruise. I'm going on that cruise. The next cruise I go on is going to be the first cruise I go on. cruise, the Jamaican Grenadian crazy cruise.